Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I thought as we're approaching the end of 2025, and my goodness, this year has been on roller skates. I can't believe we're in December soon. So, anyway, I'm going to do obviously, I'm going to do the whole of December for everyone, all the ascendants, but do please also listen to the moon. Where, say, for example, if your ascendant is, say Aries, but your moon sign may be in Scorpio, so listen to both Scorpio and Aries. That way you get like a feeling of what the planets are promising you, where the opportunities are, but then also how you're feeling about those transits and what you would like to dip your toes into and experience, and what you don't want to. So anyway, this is very important time because I did a video a while ago about Sagittarius. So because in the skies we have Saturn in Pisces, 10th aspect, which is like the most important aspect because it really kind of it's your how people see you. 10th house, like because it's what you do, you seriously can't actually move away from. And 10th aspect is it's like your responsibility, your duty. And obviously K2 is also in Leo, from there is aspect in Sagittarius. And Jupiter will pretty soon will be going into Gemini again, and from there will be aspect in Sagittarius own sign. So it's protecting it, but it's also situations are occurring where there's going to be massive changes. And in that video I talk a lot about what actually this means, and what happens is this month, which is month of December, all of the personal planets like the Sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury will actually go into that sign. So it's a very important time. And also the new moon that ends the year for us will be in Sagittarius as well. So there's lots of things to process for all of us when it comes to Sagittarius, which is the sign of goal setting, belief system, focus, and also it's like opportunities, sign of like our heritage as well, in a sense. So a lot going on, and also because we're fast approaching what would be Satya Yuga, in what it means also, because Sagittarius is a sign of truth. And what's happening now with the Satya Yoga going on and all the planets having impact on that sign, it just means that we are having an unveiling, an awakening, and the humanity is literally, the veil is coming off. So if we were to, we are literally be invited to not live an outer world, if you like, not always be like out there doing, but actually reflecting on the inside, because all the answers are within us. So very good, and we can actually smell if there's anything iffy when people are telling us lies, whether it's our friends, family, or colleagues, boss, governments, all of that, we can actually sense it and smell it. So a lot of truths are going to come out, particularly about events that happened in the last 5 years, and also about how the world runs. There's going to be financial systems will be also impacted, politics, leaders, also the judiciary system as well, because justice and judges, all of that is actually ruled by Sagittarius. So very important time. And for us, we need to just literally observe what's going on in the world, but not really absorb the information, because we need to work on ourselves. The moment we work on ourselves, our outer world becomes more beautiful. So we all live on this beautiful, abundant planet, and we need to learn more about it during this time. And that I wanted to actually just point out too, during this period, basically, which goes on till January, all of the personal planets, which are like Mars, Mercury, Venus, they all combust or become combust at certain times. Like, for example, Venus will be very combust, so would Mars, and actually is in Kazemi, what would be like 2nd of January, I think, 2026. So when Mars is combust, we can be like a bit rash, not really taking time, and use the logical side of Mars. We can do this with haste. We could, with Venus being combust, we could just be like meet people that are completely bad for us, but we just like don't want to see it, you know, like because obviously when you're combust, you're agitated, or we could just have arguments with females or with our loved ones for no reason at all, just be agitated. And Mercury obviously just means that it can affect our skin, our digestive system, our nervous system. With Mars, blood, you know, you could just suddenly see red, as they say. So just be aware of this. We could be triggered during this time. Just really go with the flow. That will be really what I would sort of say is really healthy to do. Just go with the flow. So anyway, but the best thing is when you know these are happening in the sky with astrology, you can kind of like have a really good, you know, you can actually set the pace for everything, which is fantastic. Okay, let's do the ascendants. Let's share this with you. Okay, so allow me please to just actually, this is on the 5th, so I just wanted to say on the 1st of the month, just go back some hours as well. Right, so as you can see, hold a bit. Okay, right, so we have Moon and Ashwini, kind of like 1st of December. It could go into the 2nd, depending on where you are. If you want to do your intentions and get the most out of Moon being in Ashwini, please, you know, just make a note in your area. So it's a really good day for intentions. And then we have on the 5th of the month. Okay. Hello, this video is for Sagittarius Moon or Sagittarius Ascendant using a sidereal zodiac for December 2025. Oh my goodness, the year is coming to an end. It's crazy. It's just been so quick this year. It's gone so quickly. Okay, well, interesting times ahead really this month. Very, very interesting, because again, emphasis is on your ascendant, on Sagittarius, and for, you know, Scorpio, which marks like for everyone, a sign of dealing with emotional things, you know, emotional health, letting go, feeling secure, etc. So anyway, let's see what's going on this month. So we're going to basically get 3 chances this month to actually be able to manifest through nakshatras. Moon will be in Ashwini twice. One of them is like at this point, which could be in some places, could actually be 1st or 2nd, depending on where you are, 1st or 2nd of the month. And then it goes into Swati and then returns 29th, roughly that time, back in Ashwini again. So I have got a video that shows you how to do that. So basically, this is a situation. You have 3 planets. We start the month with 3 planets in your 12th house of letting go. And and you have Saturn in your 4th house, 3rd house rule in the 4th house, which indicates a house move. And it's on your literally aspect in the 1st house. Then Jupiter will go back into Gemini as it was for months. So maybe things that we didn't get done to do with relationships and other people need to get sorted. And K2 is also, which is your 12th house ruler, is in your 9th house of, so this is belief system, spirituality, making you very spiritual, very much seeing the bigger picture. And your values, your belief system. Okay, so that's where we are on the 2nd. On the 4th, 5th, that we have like what is like a new moon occurring in your 6th house of hard work. So look after your mum. See, mum is okay. Your car needs sorting out. What sort of things you want to put in service, be in service to other people, to families, etc. This is what this new, full moon is about. So being out there, being of service to others. And then Jupiter retrogrades back into your 7th house. So Jupiter retrograde with moon. So like basically you have like your 1st and 4th house ruler is in the 7th house. Now you have a Raja Yoga going on with your 7th house ruler being occupied by the 1st house ruler. So nice Raja Yoga in your 7th house. Jupiter in the 7th house can be very egotistical, pick faults with everyone. So if you're single and you want to bring about a relationship, just be seeing the big picture. Don't be just thinking that they're not good enough, because it can be a little bit of a snob. Right, and so now let's see. Okay, so now we have Mercury goes into your 12th house as well. Mercury in the 12th house feels as though it's debilitated. And as you can see, Mars is combust, as is Venus. So there's that going on. These planets, all of these planets will be not only in a fiery sign, but they all will be combust. Now they're going through Scorpio, so there's a lot of like letting go and trying to just like, basically Mars is letting go, spirituality, 12th house, and ending of the chapters, and also 5th house. So maybe your daughter, your son who has gone to university, maybe they move out, maybe they were living with you, they're gone by their own place. So emptiness syndrome will be setting in. Also 9th house ruler sun is in the 12th house. Like it's really kind of like, are you religious? Are you spiritual? Do you have faith? Do you need to study? Do you need to do some remote studying? And maybe you need to manifest that. Venus for you rules your 6th house and also your 11th house. Do you want to do some magical work in your community with your friends? Or, have you got into some sort of discord with your elder sibling or somebody from one of your groups? You need to just like manifest that and just see what is the issue and just like sort it out. And then Mercury, which is also your 7th and 10th house ruler, is also in the 12th house. So ending of a job, letting go of a job. And so there's like maybe getting retired, getting redundant, that kind of thing could be happening. And then we have Mars goes in your 1st house. Mars for you, obviously 5th and 12th house ruler, making you impulsive, putting energy into yourself, also energy into having fun. 5th house ruler, creative, very creative house in your 1st house. So it does create a nice, what would be Dhan Yoga, Raj Yoga as well, with actually connecting with that. But remember, Mars is very, very much combust, and it could be very impulsive on the 1st house. Just be careful you don't create issues for yourself. And then we have Moon in Ashwini happening on the 15th of December. So another time to manifest your intentions. And then Sun on the 16th goes into your 1st house. So it's 9th house rule in the 1st house. Nice Raja Yoga for you and Dhan Yoga. Very good. Lots of goodies going on there. But again, Sun is agitating, that. And also it's a very egotistical sign. So it's got Jupiter looking at it as well. So, it's very, the thing is with Sagittarius, it's such a great sign, but they're very, very focused on the truth and being right. So, and I know that because I actually have a planet in there. So we all have Sagittarius somewhere. So just be really cautious that you've got 2 fiery planets in a fiery sign looking at you. By aspect is Jupiter, even though Jupiter is a benefic, but it's not in good condition. But it is sort of grace in the sign though. But now we have Venus and Mercury left on their own in the 12th house. One of them feels exalted in 12th house, one feels debilitated. Interesting, isn't it? Now we have Oh, what happened to my then 1 second, I'm just going to change the ascendant. Okay, so let's go to right, so now we got like a new moon happening in your first house. So some endings, obviously, because 12th and 8th house rulers are in there. So like it's like you're like really reflecting on things that you want to end, things that you want to start, things that you want to put energy into, things that you want to, you know, do for your community, for your friends, things that cause you issues, health issues, toxicity. Maybe you need to sort of like do some fasting, some exercises, some planning. This is a great sign for planning and executing things that you want to do. Very, very good for goal setting during this time. And then moon moves up. And what happens is as moon goes into Ashwini, then Mercury goes into your first house. So moon in Ashwini, and we have Mercury in your first house. Now you have an exchange between your first house ruler and your seventh house ruler, Mercury and Jupiter. So that's really helpful for this. It just kind of, all the angles become very active. And obviously the only problem is Venus is there. Venus kind of spoils that a little bit. But just literally everything is very much about yourself. Things that you want to do for yourself, you want to achieve, you want to let go of. Letting go, decluttering, sorting things out, so you have got new energy going on around you. So use the Venus 6th house stuff intelligently, navigating through this period, and Venus will move up in January. So okay, and that's it really. So that's basically where we are. So all about yourself really, things that you need to do to just change, renew, and rebirth of a new you in the new year. Have a great, great December. Happy Christmas and New Year to you, and see you in 2026. Thank you for your support.